Okay, good morning. And it's always interesting when you're traveling around in Europe because you don't know what to order for breakfast. In America, you just go into McDonald's and you order breakfast. But here in Europe, I
Do you
don't
like
know what.
some milk with your coffee?
I'm sorry?
Do you like some milk in your
No,
coffee?
but
No.
do you have some sugar substitute? So in America, you just go into McDonald's and say, I'll have an egg McMuffin with a hash brown and some coffee. But here, even ordering coffee is a challenge because you order coffee here. Helena, show them what you were going to give me. Yeah, so when you order coffee here, you know,
Espresso.
that's an espresso. So you get a coffee. But here, yeah, you just want coffee, and I don't know. And then they laugh at you,
I'm so sorry,
They,
but that's so interesting for us because
because what?
we used to own this
You're
coffee
live.
and-
You're live right now in front of 1.5 million people.
oh my god.
1.5 million people are watching you right
By
now.
us,
Don't show them my credit card
only
number.
in the home we drink like filter coffee or that we made
Filter coffee.
our own. In restaurants, it's only like espresso coffee, like in Italy.
Now you're Slovenian, right?
Yeah.
So I'm curious about something. Okay, what is? Be careful now. What is the first word that comes to your mind when I say Melania Trump?
That's why from the president of the USA.
Yeah,
is
is she a big celebrity here in Slovenia? Is she a big
Yes,
celebrity?
last year.
Last year?
Yeah.
All right, but not so much now.
No.
But anyway, okay. So thank you. We're all done.
You too.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Thank you. So anyway, it is what is today? Today is oh, I don't know what today is. Today's Monday, and I find my way. See if I can set that up. Yeah, there you go. So today is Monday, and I'm driving down the road and I'm talking to some friends as I do. Here's my breakfast. You see, looks more like lunch, but I'm driving down the road on my way to Budapest, and I was gonna linger around in Slovenia for a little while, and then I was gonna go to the Lake Balaton and in Hungary on my way back. And as my dad says, saunter going home. But I decided that saunter going home is in Budapest. But anyway, so I'm driving down the road and I'm just talking to friends on the phone, and it's so interesting how times have changed. I was talking to a dear friend of mine who's in San Francisco for the July 4th weekend, and it's amazing how times have changed since I started traveling. And the GPS, just driving down the road with GPS, and while you're doing so, downloading a book on Audible. Right now, I'm listening to a book called Content Inc. Content Inc. And it's all about developing a content-based model, business model, and it's for entrepreneurs more or less. But anyway, so what was I saying? The technology, the Airbnb thing and the Uber thing and all this stuff as far as traveling, it's almost effortless to go into a foreign land and and not have a problem getting around. But anyway, so it's off to Budapest today, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get back and just walk the Duna another time and have some goulash levesh and just see the beautiful Parliament building and everything all lit up. So that's that. And then it's off to Italy, and we're trying to decide. We being Edith and her husband, and Edith and her husband, and myself. We're trying to decide what to do to as far as where to go down in Italy. We're leaning towards Assisi. So we'd go from Genoa down through Florence and into Assisi, and beautiful place, as I recall, just a gorgeous, gorgeous place, Assisi in Italy, and then and then from there it's up to Poland, and I'm so torn. When I get into Poland, I'm torn whether I go over to Lviv in Ukraine or down to Split. Do I go to Split and then Dubrovnik, and from Dubrovnik over to Lisbon? Those are just some of the choices. Who's online right now? I'm curious. I only see one person online. I'd be really curious to know who it is that I'm talking live to. Come on, reveal yourself. All right. Anyway, maybe not, but that's about it for right now. I'm gonna have my breakfast and get on with my trip. I've got about a 4-hour, remaining 3-hour drive to Budapest. Speaking of which, these drivers over here, I don't even know why the hell they have speed limit signs up, because it seems like nobody follows them. I mean, speed limits are like 110 kilometers, whatever that is in miles, probably 70, 75, something like that. But I don't even know why the hell they have speed limit signs up, because these people just fly like bats out of hell. And the worst drivers that I've experienced, well, Italians are just crazy drivers. So you can't even put Italian drivers in the discussion of crazy drivers, because they're more than crazy. But the craziest, most aggressive drivers I see have like Romanian license plates. Hi, Tom. Loving your wonderful adventures. Hello. Okay, that's fantastic. I only see two, but I only see one person online, but I only see one person online. Oh, now we got two people online. But what was I gonna say? The drivers that are the worst are the Romanian. I see Romanian plates, people from like Romania, Bulgaria. Those people driving down the highway are just really something, because I always look at the license plate. So anyway, what else can I talk about? Just give me a question. Somebody out there, throw me out a question that I can continue this live broadcast. Okay, what do you want to know? Anything, just tell me. Now we have 3 people. I knew if I wait long enough, that people would show up. You think so, Jillian? Something that's really, really challenging for me is that one of the fundamental fears of people is, of course, fear of death, fear of illness, etc. But another fear is the fear of criticism. People are inherently, excuse me, people are fearful of what other people think of them. And I'm no different. And one of the things that oh, Jillian, you just got home from work, and not too far from Brisbane. Michelle that I met in, I was going to say Michelle that I picked up in, Michelle that I met in Ravin in Croatia and that traveled with me. She's from the just north of Brisbane, I think, Mount Pooley or something like that. I think it's Mount Pooley. So Michelle that I met in Australia, She is right there on the Sunshine Coast. Is that or the Sunshine Coast or Sun Coast or something like that? I think it's called the Sun Coast or something like that. But you know, the thing that I struggle with, a lot is this perception that I'm some gallivanting world traveling player. You know, going with a woman in every city. That is that's something that I struggle with because it's not true. It's not true. You know, it's just I love to travel, and I love to travel for extended periods of time. I like traveling, like this trip right here. You know, I don't even have a return ticket home, and breaking up. Okay, that's because you're down under. You know, that's not my problem. That's your problem. That you're down under and so far away. But it's this perception that I am oftentimes people have a perception that I am a player, and I don't like that because I'm not. I'm a nice guy. I treat women well, and it's just difficult for me to have a long-term relationship, given the fact that I like to travel as I do. And if I met somebody that had the flexibility and the financial capability to travel, then I would be all for a committed long-term relationship. Did I ever get Michelle her panini? No, we didn't get Michelle her panini. We got where was that panini? That was in Sermione, and we had a wonderful dinner in Sermione. But anyway, so it's the whole perception of being a player when in fact I'm not. I'm just a lovable, huggable, little harmless fuzzball, if you will. So right now it's off to. Right now I am off to Budapest, but I think I already talked about that. I'm off to Budapest. And I rented this place in Budapest right near Hero Square. It cost all of, I don't know, $40 a night, and it's a beautiful apartment. I've got this beautiful, just gorgeous apartment rented for the next 3 nights in Budapest. So I'm really looking forward to that. And that's about it. So I've got 5 people online. Does anybody have a question for me? Come on, somebody throw out a question. Maybe like, why do I always wear this hat? You know. And now we got 6 people online. So you guys gotta help me out here because I sit here and looking like a fool in this place. You know, everybody thinks that I'm talking to this plant. You know, I'm sitting here as I turn this camera around. Look, you see, I'm resting the camera on this plant, and everybody over here, they think that this crazy American guy is just sitting here talking to this plant as he tries to have his breakfast. So with that being said, how are you managing your weight with all this? You know, great question. Wonderful question. How am I managing my weight? Well, you know, yesterday I walked up to see 2 castles. So the way that I'm managing my weight is I'm walking a lot. And when I was back home, I would always walk the better part of about 8 or 9 kilometers a day, about 1 hour on the treadmill. And what I find is that when I travel, I try to be a little bit conscientious about what I eat. Like I'll have a very, very light lunch and just a very, very simple breakfast. Well, this isn't too simple, but anyway, I walk a lot, and I make it a point to try to walk every day, anywhere from about an hour or so. And look, I think it's doing okay. You see, so. All right. So with that being said, I gotta eat my breakfast. Unless anybody else has a question, I'm going to take another bite, and by the time I'm done swallowing, if I don't get another question, I'll just say goodbye and get on my way. Do I miss home? You know, interesting you should ask that question. Yes and no. I miss the comforts of home. I've got a nice home there in Florida. And, I miss getting in my big Buick Enclave. And, with all the nice smell of the leather and everything, and going down to Costco. I miss I miss that aspect, but I don't miss the heat and humidity of Florida. Insofar as, do I miss America? Oh boy. Yes, of course I miss America. And but nonetheless, it's interesting when you're traveling about. There's always a new adventure. So anytime I find myself missing home, I quickly move on with my what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I'm struggling, Jillian. I do miss home, but I know that I'll find myself back home sooner or later, and I just try to appreciate. I try to appreciate where I'm at. So there was another thought that I was going to share about missing home. You know what I don't miss about home? I don't miss being inundated 24/7 with news. When I'm back home, it's all, I don't know, it's just second nature for me to turn on the telly and listen to the news. And it's just, it's never good news. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I wasn't going to talk politics. I told myself that I wasn't going to talk politics. You missed some valuable brownie points not buying Michelle Pinocchio. I thought about that. My God, it's so interesting you should say that. I saw that Pinocchio and I thought, well, I should buy her the little Pinocchio. That would be a nice little thing. But then, every time she saw this little Pinocchio with the big nose, she'd think of me, and think, oh, that guy's such a liar, But I thought about buying her the Pinocchio. It's so it's interesting that you should say that. But going back to going out on a limb, Donald Trump, I voted for the guy. But I didn't vote for him. I voted for the conservative agenda. And but that being said, this guy goes on Twitter yesterday and puts up this video of himself wrestling some. It's getting worse, Tom. You know what? That's a great word, Jillian. Undignified. That is a great word. He's not. I was always saying that he's not presidential. But no, you're right. Undignified. Trump is an ass. He is a Donald Trump. President Donald Trump is an ass. He is the most embarrassing man. He is the most despicable man to ever sit in that Oval Office. And to think that he's sitting in the same White House that presidents like George Washington and Abraham Lincoln and Franklin Delano Roosevelt and Ronald Reagan and to think that man is sitting there in that Oval Office. He's a despicable ass is what he is. Donald Trump is a despicable ass, and there it is. I said it, folks. So with that being said, you know how I feel about the despicable ass in the White House. So I'm gonna wrap up here and get on with my breakfast. And looking forward to more of your travels in Italy. Ciao. See you later. Okay, ciao. Arrivederci. Isn't that what they say? Arrivederci. So goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Okay. Take care. Okay, bye bye. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, it's amazing. I've been on the road since June 8th, and I think about all that I've done since June 8th. You know, it's been Budapest, St. Andre, Pécs, Villani, Pula, where else? Pula, Ravin, Simeone, Padova, Ljubljana, where else? All these other places. See you later, Jillian. It's amazing. You know, I haven't even been gone a month, and all these places that I've been, it's just absolutely incredible. For those of you out there, you want to see where I'm going, go to this website, www.f like Frank, R like Romeo, A like Alpha, G like Golf, S like Sam, and then Berg, B-U-R-G, frogsberg.com. I'm going there next week, or the week after. I don't know. Next week. No, I'm going there next week. Frogsberg. It's in Meran. It's F-R-A-G-S-B-U-R-G. It's a hunting castle. It's like a 5-star luxury hotel, and I cannot wait to get there. And anyway, take care. I wish this thing here where I cut myself shaving wasn't there. Where's Michelle? She would do me up with makeup so that wouldn't show up when I was there. Anyway, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.